Hello, everyone out there. I'm Tressa with Radical Transformation with T, and we are here today with Bianca to talk about Sensually Empowered Woman's Retreat, and we just call it So. And Bianca, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bianca Thompson, and I am excited to come back to Soul for 2024. So yeah, hey y'all.
Okay, Bianca. So the first question is: this is actually your third time returning. Number three. Okay, so number three. What made you come back?
I think for me, it's kind of it's just for me. It's kind of just it's just like a ritual for me. It's a way to kind of just get back to myself and kind of detox from the summer and just to relax and be within sisterhood because it's really important to me. So I feel like it's just a way to jumpstart. Although most people celebrate the new year starting in January. I actually start in August around my birthday. So then I'm doing this work during my birthday, kind of like downtime for me. And then I'm backing it up with the retreat with Soul. So it's kind of like a reinforcement for me what I'm already doing. And it just gets me excited and pumped for the new year and just everything that I'm ready to do or just I thought about doing is reinforced there. And then it's also it's a great time for rest. Y'all caught me 2 years in a row sleeping because I am very busy in the summer with my grandkids and my nephew with all the things I do with them. And then, like I said, then it's my birthday month, and then it's a time to just retreat and just really rest and renew. It's like a renewal. It's a renewal. For me, it's like a renewing of self and just renewing and rest and fun. Lots of fun.
Okay. So if you're just joining us out there, again, my name is Tressa with Radical Transformation with T, and we're talking about Soul, the retreat for 2024. And so came about because I felt like, personally, it's the third year, but I always felt like I needed more. Like I needed to learn how to reconnect. And so gives us the opportunity to get, like Bianca said, get rest. It gives us tools and it gives us a space to do that. And we tap back into our senses through adult play. So for me, pleasure is medicine. And so I'm glad you're out there listening. So, Bianca, we're going to ask a few more questions, but I want to say hi to Simi. Simi, how are you today?
She's on mute. Can't hear you. There we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Greetings, greetings, Tressa,
Greetings.
Bianca. I believe that's Starly. I'm looking
Yes.
at this through my phone, and of course Ariel. Um, did I say? Okay, I think I said that right.
Yes, yes.
Forgive me. I'm traveling, you guys. I'm traveling, so I'm actually tuning in from my hotel room,
No, this
and
is good.
I'm just tapping in, listening to Bianca and her experience at the retreat. Just let me know if there's anything you want me to expand on. But you know what? I do have a question,
Okay.
Bianca, and if you spoke to this, let me know. But
Mhm.
what were you able to take back with you after the retreat
Mm.
that stuck with you in terms of something that you decided to work on and have been able to see to realize the results of that contribution in your life? What was that?
I think for me, definitely it's a time to really tap into my sensuality. And I think sometimes this is like the first time I've not like been in a dating relationship. I've always been married or always dated someone since high school. So it's been, oh God, I think it's going on 5 or 6 years. And I
Ooh.
never even thought that would be a thing for me. I promise you, someone once told me, say, "Oh, when you get out of a relationship, you should not be in another one for 5 years." I said, "You crazy?" But here I am.
You
But I
we
think
will have a side conversation about that.
Well, you know what? I think I'm getting to the point where I might be ready to tap back into the field. Um, but I think when you've been single for a while, you can kind of lose sense of your sensuality and your
Mhm.
sexuality because you just kind of like you're caught in the everyday mojo of what you need to do and taking care of family and whatever else. Well, for
Yeah.
this is for me like it's just
Mhm.
all about me and my senses, you know, and what and it gives this, I think the space gives you freedom to do whatever it is you want to do. If it's I hope it's not offensive to anyone. If it's being in the pool topless, if it's laying out on the grass, like with just your swimsuit on, and there's no judgment, like there's no one like, oh, why is she doing that? It is a very safe space, and I think for me that's really important. And like I said, it helps me to re-tap into that central my central self and really explore more of that throughout the year because it's when for
So
me
let me
when
ask you,
hmm
when you left the retreat and you went back home to lovely Chicago,
hmm
what did you do that reminded you of what you opened yourself up to at the retreat? I know it's asking you to reveal some things, but I'm just curious, right? Because I think people also want to know too, like, well, what are you doing now?
Well, I think for me, it was more being more intentional with like allowing myself me time. Like,
Mhm.
we say we give ourselves me time, but giving us that, I'll just say that sensual me time because
And
you
what
can
is
get,
that? And what is
girl,
that?
with them
Are
toys
you
that we were
able to
given.
disclose?
Ah,
I'm
well,
serious. Like,
I
I'm
want
just
to
so
say the
curious.
first
Like, what is
time.
it?
Did you hear what I said? I said we were given some toys when we were there,
Yes,
right?
we were. The first retreat, we did end up with vibrators the first
Right.
retreat.
So it's like really because I get so busy working, like
Mhm.
working in corporate,
Yeah.
helping with
Yeah.
family. I get so busy that I can get lost in just everything that's happening around me and not really taking time for my central self. Like I will go to the lake and I will zen out, but really giving myself that, like taking myself out on dates again and like really starting to do more of those things. It's a help for me. It's a reminder. It's like, okay, you've been running with them teenagers all summer. Time out for them. Now it's time for you to
Mhm.
get back into renewing Bianca and tapping into that central energy. So yeah.
And I want to say it won't be this time, but the first two retreats we had, Simi gave everyone a full body. What did you call it? It's not a massage.
Mm-mm. It's more
What
than
was
that.
Simi? What would you call it? A full body workout?
Energy work.
Well, it
Energy
was
work.
energy work for sure,
Yeah.
but
It was
she
it
worked
was
the
it was
hell out of
hands
them women
on.
and me too.
It was hands on energy work, right? Because you
Mhm.
got hands off and then you got hands on, right?
Man,
And
everybody was talking
so
about that.
and so we're using compressions and we're stretching the fascia where emotions
Get
and
stuck.
thoughts are stored,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that it can also be trauma related, right? And so it embeds within the muscle tissues, it embeds within the liquid underneath the, oh, I'm sorry, is I'm laughing.
Yeah.
We know you're traveling. Come on, girl.
Um, the liquid in the tissues, right? It's in the cells. And so when you finally release that pressure, what ends up happening is the stagnated cells start moving out the body. They start changing its pattern. And when it does that, it allows energy, right? Electricity to flow through the body in a way that it couldn't before. Now, oxygen and blood can flow to these areas of your body that it couldn't before. Now, the body is working like it's supposed to. You're thinking the way you're supposed to. You're able to move the way you are capable of moving. And that definitely can have a profound impact. on a person to, that
And
uh,
one of the things,
accelerates the
go
healing
ahead.
process
Hmm.
and your
I'm sorry, I
ability
didn't
to
mean
feel. It would
to.
accelerate the healing process and increase your ability to feel, right?
Right.
If
And
you,
that's
if you,
important.
very,
That's really
very,
important because, like I
Mhm.
said, I get so busy. Like even last year, I had to miss the first day because of work, because of deadlines, and I'm like, this year I don't care. They're gonna have to figure it out. I will be there for
Yeah.
every day. But you get so, as women, sometimes I feel like we get so busy, busy, busy with everything that we're doing that we can put our feelings on a back burner. So for me, this is like, it's not a church revival, but it's like my spiritual revival to kind of, all right, let's shake all this shit off and let's remember who we are. So it's like,
Right.
that's how I kind of see it. It's a revival.
mhm.
And I want to bring
It
something
is
up
a
because
revival. I
yeah,
like that. I like that you said that. Woo, girl.
and
We
and I want to say something too
hmm
was that
Sure.
last time the very first one, I don't think it was the second one, but send me also something that you did. Now we won't be doing it this year, but we will be hosting the women, and I'm bringing it up because I want the women to know that it is all about them. The women
Yeah.
had their feet washed. The
Mhm.
women, we had rituals going on. We had a boudoir photo shoot where the women were rooting each other on. I would never forget the first one because I remember women on the washing machines, women everywhere on top of stuff, and everybody is just rooting
I
them.
want to be on somebody's washing machine.
I know, girl. I ain't gonna call no names.
Let
She
me
looked so.
stop.
She
Let me
took a
stop.
cute
Let
picture
me
on the washing
stop.
machine. Look. And then the second year, we had women everywhere from the pool tables to the whatever. I had one lady, and I'm only talking because she gave us permission because she told it the second year where she had some breast work done. And she said, I wish I would have taken my pictures before she had, because she had a breast removal. She said, I wish I had taken my picture before. And then what I love about it, her being it so and all the things that we learn, because when you come there you have all kind of support and you have facilitators. She said something hit her and said, why can't you why can't you? And so she ended up taking a new photo with that, like that. But that was her, that was part of her growth. Like, I'm still beautiful. Who said I can't? I get to define what is for me. I get to either be in the senses of, oh, whoa, dang, this happened, or I get to be in the senses of I'm empowered. And I don't, and so um I love it because we do serve the women. They get goodie bags. Like I
Mhm.
said, they get the photo shoot. Erica came in last year because the first year we had somebody else, and Erica will be back, and she cooked her behind off.
Yes.
This year
The
we'll have
food was
two chefs.
delicious.
It was
All you got to do is get there.
Oh,
just
and
And that's the
everything is
amazing
included.
part. Right. All
yes.
you have, once you've paid, all you got to do is get there. Once you get there, you don't have to worry about, okay, what am I going to eat, or what am I going to do?
Right.
How will I be entertained? Like, everything is laid out. So it's just like, you know how we do things for our children. Sometimes we give them these elaborate birthday parties. It's
Mhm.
like an elaborate celebration from women.
Mhm.
All you gotta do is show up. You just gotta get there.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. We're constantly celebrating each other for real. We had a ritual last year. Normal be back. Um, we had a pool part. We didn't quite. We got in the pool, but we'll say that. But we had a pajama party, and we have so many amazing things lined up this year. We have a host. Like I said, the
And
goodie bags,
talk
the
about that.
t-shirts,
Talk about that when you say a host, right? Because we didn't have a host last year,
or
but
the
this
first year.
year or the first year. So when we say there's a host this year, that means that the ladies are going to be catered to.
Absolutely.
They're going to have someone that they could come to and ask questions and know what to do, what's coming next. If there's anything that they need, the host will be there to service them. The host will be responsible for facilitating some of the activities too, and just making sure that everything runs smoothly.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's not
And I'm so
something that you
excited.
get. That's not something that you get at retreats, but you're getting
No,
that
but
at
we're
this one.
right. Because we want them to be really connected, really not have to worry about anything, but being
Yeah.
reconnected to themselves and learn to heal through adult play. So we have adult activities. We have M. Rain with Magical Mystic, Tame Aziz Sawara. If you heard either one of them, you in for a treat. Or if you haven't heard them, you're in for a treat. She's with the Womb Sonic University. We have Maisha. Pretty much all of you know Maisha. She's been on. She comes on with me and Simi sometimes here. She is with Sensual Alchemy. I believe that's how you say it. We have Norma, who is our curandera. She's a shaman. And let's see, I know we're missing out on one other person. I'll be speaking this year, which is something I didn't do last year. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. So,
The
the
boudoir
boudoir.
shots.
Okay, I want
I,
you to
I
tell me
knew
about
it.
your
I knew
experiences
it. I knew it.
with the boudoir photo shoot.
I was hoping you were going to talk about that next.
Oh,
Oh my
child, yes.
gosh.
And Starly, don't you go nowhere. You're gonna be your second time coming back. I'm gonna give you a short period of time to really just kind of say why you coming back for a second time. Here Bianca is for the third time, and here Starly is for the second time. Okay, come on, let's talk about this
Okay.
photo shoot.
Okay, that photo shoot, it's just it's like after you've kind of connected with the other women, you've had a chance to decompress and you've had certain activities, it's just like your senses, I get tingly just talking about it. Everything is awakened and you feel so sensually free, because it's not about
That's little
sex,
too,
but
child.
it's the sensuality that you feel, and you're just like, you just feel so free. Like, I was shocked when I saw my pictures. I said, "Oh, that's me." And
That was
I
and
just,
I don't want to interrupt you really quick, but that was something a lot of the women said. Oh my God, that was me. Because you get a chance to see yourself through the eyes of the camera. And you
mhm.
don't and you get a chance to see how you came in and how you're looking now. But go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, so it just allows you, just like I said, to really tap into your sensuality, and it really comes through via the pictures. So not only do you have all this all the activities and everything, the connections that you made with all the other women, but you get some amazing pictures of yourself from the process for you to just remember. Sometimes I just go back and I look and I say, "Oh yeah, that's me." That's
Yes.
me. That is me. So that like, sometimes we can separate ourselves from what we see as sensual within the media, but to see yourself in that light, oh baby, that's the whole thing right there. So it's powerful, and I think every woman should take a boudoir photo
Oh,
shoot. I
yes.
think every woman.
And you know what? Tressa asked me last time what was my favorite thing about the retreat. And I was undecided because there was so many things and I had to pick one. But it was definitely a tie between the singing, that Maisha did that really touched me. But the boudoir shoots was
Oh,
on the same,
child.
was up there with it for me too. Because, you know,
Girl, I look like a different woman.
it didn't require us to rely on another individual for us to get into that space. We deserve to be in that space as sensual women as
Yes.
much as we possibly can and want to, regardless if we live alone or not. You deserve to embody the true essence of your soul and who you are
Mhm.
without feeling shame, without feeling embarrassed or silly.
Yeah.
Because I
And
left there.
so that was definitely for us to own.
Mhm.
Oh yes. I
And I
owned mine.
Yeah,
I
and
ended up
I
getting
think
mine
Okay.
on.
everybody
So
You sure did.
those
I own mine.
pictures.
When I say I own mine,
You
I
sure
ended up
did.
putting mine on like Tressa's Pleasure Chest as part of the website because to see myself look like that, I was like, damn, I looked like a high priestess. I looked like somebody that understood her role.
You look
And
like who you are.
Thank
Yes.
you. And that's what I want these ladies when they leave here. Like I had one sister, I'm not gonna really tell her story because she's gonna eventually come on, but it was hard for her to see herself and hard for her to get comfortable. But when it was over, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so beautiful." Sometimes we don't even realize how beautiful we are. And it's
Mhm.
not just the outward, but also Jay. And I'm trying to think of Jay's last name. So y'all help me. That girl worked that camera last year. She did an amazing job.
Yeah,
And I
I
felt
definitely
like
did.
I could see all my parts of myself just in ways I had not. And so, which brings me something I want to drop in real quick. Any of the ladies that participate this year, we are doing, come on, Sydney, help me because it just went right over my head.
The
A video,
videography.
Oh,
well,
the
the video, well,
videographer. Yes, doing the
documentary, yes.
documentary.
Right. So we have a videographer
The
who's going to
daring,
record
the
everything that's
daring.
happening.
Did you say what the name of it was going to be? The documentary.
Daring LaBelle.
Daring LaBelle.
The Daring LaBelle. Yes, and
Daring LaBelle. So any of the women that are participating, and really quick, I want to say what Tasha has put up here. Thank you,
yes.
Tasha.
Thank you, Tasha.
We're staying in a resort style place this year. It's going to be the biggest that we've ever been, the biggest place that we've ever been in, and I feel like that each place has always been a match for where we were, but we're upgrading. And so this is just going to be such a lovely place. But yeah, the Daring LaBelle, any woman who's there this year that wants to participate, and you don't have to, you can be part of the documentary. And I really wanted women to begin to talk about how they see themselves through the eyes of the camera. Not just part of it, it really is about the photo shoot, but the other part is about life and what you've learned while you were there in sisterhood with Soul. And so, I'm really looking forward to this. We have a new photographer coming this year. Jay did a hell of a job last year. Um, but the photographer this year is a boudoir photo photographer. Jay gave us some amazing work. It's just, and so we are looking forward to just seeing the women in their element.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, so you get all these beautiful, you see all these beautiful pictures. It is a resort style environment. I don't know if I
Very
have people on here
spacious.
now. Yes. And there's a place where we just have all kind of things you can play. In addition to us having our pajama party or pool party, there's a tennis court there. There's all kind of things. I think basketball, that little Boca thing that you can hit the ball, even some mini golf, all kind of stuff. And I don't play those look like you can gamble for those that like. I mean, I'm just saying that's what they have there. All kind of things. It is a sober environment, but it's still going to be just an amazing time.
Right. And I think with it being a sober environment, it allows you to really tap into you. I think there's nothing wrong with having wine or whatever, your whatever your thing of choice is, but I think by it being sober, it lets you really be more authentic, and it's a
Yes.
sacredness of
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
retreat
Hmm.
that I think that for me, I really love it that way.
Yeah.
And I think too, yes, because Bianca, when you don't have of something that's kind of pushing you on, but you get to really, if there's vulnerability, you get to cry, and you don't have nothing holding you back and hiding you. If you
Yeah. Or
want to
masking
laugh,
you.
right, you're right, you're just being. So it is a sober environment. No cigarettes, um, no alcohol, no drugs, no marijuana, no nothing. It's a sober environment, but it's also a time where we're tapping into our own senses, like
Mhm.
we're getting back to learn how to play. And so I am so looking forward to everything that's going to be happening. I don't want to tell y'all everything because we have some phenomenal gifts. We have a host. We have just, my thing is, I really want this for the ladies. I
Right.
really want it for my sisters. I really do. And let me say this too. Even if you, how can I say this tactfully? No matter how you identify as a sexual being. If you're a woman, you're still welcome. So just want you to know that we treat you all like sisters. We love on you all, and so I think for me, Simi, Bianca, oh Starly, really quick, 'cause I'm gonna have you on your own day. This is your second time coming back. Tell me why.
Hello, can you all see me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
Hey,
I didn't know I was going to be
Starly.
speaking at all. And yes, I would need my whole day to express the wonderful experience that I had at the Soul Retreat. I'm so looking forward to it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this was the deal, y'all. It was it was really really elevating for me at the Soul Retreat, and I met some beautiful people, some beautiful sisters, my soul tribe. But I really didn't plan on attending this year because I have this other big trip that I have been planning for and saving money for. But as I reflect and as I on my experience, as I reflect on the experience from the soul retreat, my first time, it was just like, oh my God, to have that experience again. And it doesn't leave you when you leave the house. It doesn't leave because then you still have that connection to everyone that played a part in your journey, whether it was healing or whatever it was that you experienced or that you took away from the house. You didn't lose that connection. I'm still connected to each and every one that I met at the soul retreat. So that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Um, I didn't plan on it, but after and the post and talking about just having these like we're doing now, the platforms where you all are speaking, I was like, oh my God. And then having the experience with the what do you call them, like practitioners, like
Right. The
the
different
teachers,
speakers and facilitators.
yes, the speakers. Oh my God. And they're gonna be there in the house. And
Yes.
in the first retreat, they weren't even in the house, and it was just so, oh my God, magnifying and uplifting and healing from just speaking with them through um, the online. So to have them in the house, I was just like,
It's gonna be
wow,
fire. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be
it's
fire. It's
yeah,
gonna be
I can't even
fire.
explain. I can't wait to even have my day just to talk about the beginning from when I first met Tressa up until the end, and an experience that I don't think I've shared with only a few people, that something happened when I was there, the experience that I had. So I can't wait to share that with everyone, and I will. Oh my goodness! Like I said, I could, y'all. I'm a talker. I am a talker. So right now, she said briefly. So I'm trying to keep it in my head briefly. But when I tell you, I'm so excited. I did not plan, but after listening to Simi and Tressa come on to talk about um what to look forward this year, and from the experience that I had last year, I cannot miss it. And
That's
it's
right.
all in alignment because when I went to my supervisor, I said, I know I have this week in November, but I want to know if I can be off in October. I want to be off. I have to be off. And when she looked at the schedule, there was no one on my job. No one on my job off.
Yes.
And I am financially able to come again. So that's all alignment. That's
Yes.
yeah,
Ashe.
you need to
Ashe.
be there. I'm supposed to be there, and I will
Yes.
be there.
And
Thank
we're
you all
looking
Yes.
so
I
forward
much.
to
can't wait for
having
you to tell
you.
your story. I'm not gonna tell her
Yes.
story. I can't wait.
I can't
because
wait to hear it as
I'll
I
just
well.
can't
say
wait to
this.
tell it. Yes.
I know I can't wait. She was one of them. She was so undecided up until the last minute. But that's all I'm gonna say. But she did not. She does not regret that she came. And that's kind of what I want to say to the ladies out there. When you are having this unction to do it, do it. Learn to follow your heart space because that is part of your intuition. And you'll be amazed. I'm telling you, Simi and I have been doing some extreme planning to make sure that you women know not only are you worth it, we love you. We want to support you. We want you to raise the bar for yourself. We want you to know that you're classy and just, I mean, it's just so much. And again, like I said, we have Erica and we're gonna have Melita this year. The food was so good. We had so much food that we had to take some of the food that we had not opened up back because we had so much food. We wanted to make sure that the women had all their needs met. And this year, like I said, we're gonna up our game and make
And
sure
it
we have.
wasn't Ida's food either, y'all. It was food that give you it tastes good and it gave you energy.
And you
You're
wanted to go
not
back for seconds.
Yes,
yes. Especially
and
that cucumber salad thing she made. Ooh, baby.
Girl,
yes,
those
it was so good.
wontons, those what were they? The
Not
they were those were wontons, right? Like
But they
yes.
egg
had no
roll,
meat. No meat. Everything last year we had no
vegetable,
meat,
yeah,
and it was
vegetarian,
extremely
yeah,
good. Everything was
Mhm.
vegetarian.
yeah.
So, and one thing before I get off, I want to say this, ladies. Two things actually. When I started this 3 years ago, we had it for 2 days. Wait, 3 nights. What was it, Simi? 3 days, 2 nights.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
After the first retreat, it was Maisha who said there needs to be another day added to this. And we
Mhm.
added another day. That's how we ended up with 4 days and 3 nights. And what I want to say, and y'all tell me if I'm lying, your days are not just piled up on top of each other, thing after thing. Women had a chance to go lay by the pool. Women had a chance to do all kind of things. So it was not like class after class after class after class. You had time to digest. You had time to laugh with your sisters. You had
Mhm.
time to do all kind of things. So that's one of the things I just really want everybody to know. Because sometimes you can go to retreats, and by the time you get home, you like, dang, I'm just wore out.
Right.
Well, it's
Hmm.
not a worn out process. It's a
It's a revival.
yeah, right. It really is a revival. So with that being said, Bianca, do you want to say anything else? Simi, do you want to say anything else?
All I want to say is y'all just need to get here. Y'all need to get there because it definitely will be life changing. And like I said, it is it's time for us to just really be renewed and be revived, and you will not regret it.
No.
All I have to say is I've been watching Bianca and I've been watching Starly. And you guys are so magnetic and electrifying. And I see the blossom. I see it frequently, the way that you guys express yourselves and living out your life. I'm so proud and I'm grateful to know the both of you. And I can't wait to get to Chicago and Louisiana because I'm coming. Trust me when I tell you that.
Yes,
We need to
yes.
plan it for real, y'all.
Yes,
I know, right?
I'm
Actually, we
coming.
need to have a little get together, have a reunion anywhere. It don't have
Uh-huh.
to be in Arizona.
Yeah. Yep. I might need my own room now.
That's okay.
So
That's
so because I'm gonna be sensual in my space.
fine. Enough said. Whether it's with a man or with yourself, we get you.
Hey,
Right.
hey.
I think that was one of the best things, though. It really did. I'm gonna ask Simi. Okay, I'm gonna be nosy, and Bianca Simi because we all in sisterhood. Y'all still use y'all vibrators?
Girl, that thing powerful. Heck yeah.
I didn't get a vibrator. Facilitators didn't get a
Oh, you know
vibrator.
what?
Only the
Oh, I
yeah.
think okay. You know what? You're right. So it was only the okay. So here's another thing. When every year when the facilitators come, I try to give them everything that participants get. But I guess you're right. That was a gift for the participants that year. I'm sorry. I'm
So you're
sorry.
saying you're gonna do better this year?
Yeah, I would do better,
But
but I got one.
Man.
I made sure that was an excellent in that box. So yes, ma'am. All right then. So Bianca must have dropped off, but what I want to say is thank you, Bianca. Even though you're not here to hear me say it, thank you,
Oh, there I am.
Simi. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Bianca.
I don't know
Thank you,
what happened.
Simi.
you're
Thank you,
welcome.
Starly. Thank you, Tasha. And I think I said no, thank myself, girl. Like, hey, I'm like him. I ain't gonna be humble no more. Like, thank myself. Like, I am so grateful for this opportunity to service the women. But I'm also grateful that I'm taking a chance on where I'm being led to go and do. And I love all of my sisters. Thank you, Starly. Sometimes y'all make me cry. And I felt like that a few minutes ago because when y'all tell me y'all's testimonies and the stories and things, not that I didn't expect it, but I'm just telling you, I just get teary eyed because you guys trusted me. And our special love for Simi because my sister, she believed in my dream, her and Maisha, and they came back the third time. And Simi's been like a rider. She be like, get over here, stop trying to blah, 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 and let's get this stuff together. Because she knows me, and that's about sisterhood. I know when Tanya and them heard you was coming. And Tanya and them has been there 3 times. This is their third time. They were so happy to hear that you was coming back, Simi. Or different ones.
Yes, and
Everybody, Bianca,
we're coming
so
back differently this year. We're coming
yes.
back, and we are doing the work through journal keeping.
Yes. So that's one of the things we're gonna be doing some journaling. And I can't tell you what else we got, but I can tell you, ooh, I could just feel so good right here, like you in church. Like, whoop, I feel so good, Jesus.
Like get that two
You
step
look
shout.
like you need a tambourine in your hand.
Look,
Woo!
I got a
Right.
whole
Okay,
drum
and
underneath
really
my
quick.
desk. I got a whole drum.
Yes, yes, yes. Because
Boom.
it was honestly, y'all, really, it really was that good. And we had Simi bought cymbals and sound bowls, and we had yoga. We had all kind of things. So I want y'all to understand when we say pleasure and play, you're gonna be learning through pleasure and play. It really is from the moment you come in till the moment. And even when you first get there that day, I don't know what we're gonna have. But I think the first 2 years, I bought pizza or something, made sure that when the women got off that airplane, that if they were hungry, they had something to eat. I think it was some fruit in there. I just love taking care of and supporting other women. And so you guys can rise to the highest that you can go. And I just love watching y'all do that. So again, I know it's gonna be a quickie chat, but some quickies turn into a long foreplay. Or something.
It's a beautiful thing, as it
Yes,
should,
it is.
as it should.
So with that, I love all of my sisters. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all here next Friday to support another sister. Simi, I'll see you here on the on. Come on back, y'all. We'll support somebody else.
Right,
I don't care if it's
Yes.
exactly.
a lot of us up here.
Good
All
seeing you
right, have a good
guys.
one.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Um,